chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Cook again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stopped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Cousins on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. It's Cousins on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game. They set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Check mash, check mash.
sticking with Walker on second down.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
But no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there. They'll go for 2.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Walker once more. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll try the air now with Smith. open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 5 now. Smith flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help us head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Penny, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready?
Throwing now is Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Geno steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4th down, Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
A gift for Walker running right.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete,
Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
18 level. 7
Now it's Smith. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 4th down, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cousins now. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Cook. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Trying the power game with Ham. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop us.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Noah Fant,
a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. These guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Smith going to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. As a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Smith. And this is incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
First throw now for the backup lock. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect,